Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Two-Stroke Turbo channel, where we fix all kinds of stuff. You will see in front of me here, we have a beautiful British-built bubble Isetta. That is a mouthful to say. If you look really close, there's a lot of differences about this car than there is on normal BMW Isettas. This one is British-built. I think it came from Canada. I'll get into it a little later. We're going to do some service work. It's been down for COVID. In other words, the customer has not driven it for 2 years. So we've got to resurrect it. No brakes, no start, just needs a good refresh. I went through this car head to toe probably 5 years ago, and I think they drove it a lot after I fixed it, and then it sat. But this car is not the video feature of the day. This car is. You saw me driving around in this Pinzgauer 6-wheel drive mini monster truck yesterday, and I wasn't all impressed. Once I got the fuel cleaned out, it smelled like rotten eggs. It was awful. Got the carburetors cleaned out. It still had a miss, and I've decided to check some things. I pulled off the cover here. That cover right there goes between this fan and the air that is pulled into the engine by the fan, which blows a ton, goes over the tops of the cylinders. You can look down in there. You see the cylinders in there? They were all completely covered again with trash. That fan pulls in so much air that it pulls trash along with it, and the rear cylinders were completely covered. I tried to kick trash out of that hole last time, and I thought I got it all. This time I got my air nozzle in there and my vacuum, and I think I did a lot better job. So that's better, but I wanted to check this transfer tube. This tube here that goes from the leading carburetor to the trailing carburetor. If it's got any leaks or anything, it'll cause my high-speed miss. But I don't think that's it. I found something else. Oh, where are my parts? Where are my parts? Oh, so here's my cap and rotor over here. You can see here's my distributor cap, and wouldn't you know, that goes on there just like that. I thought it looked familiar. Sure enough, I'm old enough to know that that distributor cap is the same as a Volkswagen Rabbit. I used to work on a lot of Volkswagen Rabbits back in the day, gas-powered ones, and sure enough, the numbers match and everything. So this Pinzgauer 3-liter air-cooled 4-cylinder takes the same distributor cap as a Volkswagen Rabbit. But what you would not know is that Volkswagen Rabbits with distributor caps are hard to find these days, and I can't seem to find one from any of the parts places. So I'm going to replace this cap. Also, I can tell this rotor has been riding high. In other words, it hasn't been contacting the terminals where it should be. It's like way up there at the base. That means the rotor needs to be trimmed and set down. So that's a misfire problem, as well as I can tell that these spark plug wires have been arcing. So we're going to make up some brand new spark plug wires. We actually have to make them. Nobody has them. MSD makes a kit, so I'm going to make up some spark plug wires for the guy. And then we're going to put it all back together, fix the steering, and take it for another road test. Does that sound dandy? I don't mind working. It's kind of fun trying to figure this stuff out, but that misfire's got to go, and this thing needs to get back on the beach or wherever it belongs, doing its four-wheeling thing, and you guys need to be entertained by me and fixing stuff. That's all part of the game. So let's get on it, let's get it fixed, and we'll move on. Okay, it took us a little while, but we got the cover back on. We got all the garbage sucked out of the cooling fins of the engine. We got our new spark plug wires made. These are MSD 8mm. Cleaned out the cap and rotor. I should say cleaned out the cap, replaced the rotor, and made it fit better. Shaved part of it off so it actually contacts the terminals as it should. So I guess the proof is in the pudding. Let's see if it starts. Shouldn't need the choke. It is very warm out. Let's see if we got lights. No, we don't have lights. There we go. Seems to purr. purrs like a kitten. We'll let it warm up here a little bit, and then see how she revs up. Okay, I've let her run here for a little bit. Press the gas. That's pretty good. No more black smoke out the exhaust. I think that's fine. Let's turn her off and we're going to move on to the next thing, and that's right here. See if we can do something about the play in the steering. Now I've already checked out the steering box, which is right here, and there's the nut to adjust the steering. But that's not it. When I move the steering wheel, the arm moves. That means something downstream. Oh yeah. These are bad. So that's bad, and the other end is bad. This drag link. Look how much I can move that. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can see that? Hold it really still. This joint is completely knackered, as well as that one. I have to order some new ones. All right, well, that's going to take care of this thing for today. Been working on it quite a bit, but I want it to be right for the customer. I don't like things that aren't right. So thanks for hanging in there with me, and we'll take it on another test drive, probably when we get those new joints, and just see how we like it.